So I'm in the back room and I'm using the heat gun to remove some of the layers of paint off of this trim around the door. And just look how beautiful, climbing the ladder, look how beautiful this trim is. Like, why would anyone ever paint over this? Oh, it's so painful. So the paint is sliding off. There's so many layers of paint here. Let's see if you can see a little bit. See the thickness. Whoa, almost fell on this ladder. So the thickness here, you can see how many layers of paint there are. And so for that reason, I was like, you know, oh, before painting over it, let me just strip down some layers first. And then, look at all of that. Let me strip down some layers. That way it won't be looking like this when I paint over it. Because we decided any trim in the house that is painted over, we're just going to repaint it. But now that I'm stripping this down, it is going to be so hard to paint over this. I'm so tempted to, you know, just put in the work and restore it back. Because, oh my gosh, look at that. I want to get some footage of me stripping it so you can see how easily it comes off. I don't know if I'll be able to though. Look at this thick old coat of paint and paint and paint and paint and paint. So let me go see if I can recruit a cameraman. Maybe I'll be back. Yeah. So I recruited a cameraman to help me show you how this works. So he's done. And start from here. So the heat that until it bubbles, and just start to slide it right down. You see it comes right off. And now all of this paint, I'm stopping because you see it's starting to get streaky. That's because it's just too much paint on here. It's melting back into it. So that's kind of why you see these streaks along here. So you just stop every so often and clean off your scraper. This is really hot. My gloves are well coated, but this is hot. You don't really want to touch it. It's melted paint. Hot melted paint, and so usually I just, you know, drop it off a little bit. I have another scraper that I'm working with as a tool. So that is going to be my night. I'm just going to be working on getting this threshold for this closet door stripped down, and then I'll make a decision whether I'm actually going to repaint it or if I'm going to restore this wood. It's just such beautiful wood. It's a shame that someone painted it. Hey guys, so here I am a few days later. I'm in the back room. I stripped this column with the heat gun. And then I got really hot and really tired and low-key really lazy. And I was like, I'm just going to put the chemical citrus strip on the rest and watch it just come off like butter. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not doing this hot gun anymore. So I put it on around 2:30 this afternoon, and they say to leave it on for a few hours. It is 9 o'clock right now. They say you can leave it up to 24 hours, but it's 9 o'clock. So I came, and I'll show you over here, which I haven't touched yet. You can see it starts to bubble, really nice. Like, oh yeah, this joint is ready to come off, right? So then I got up on the ladder. Let me grab my gloves so I could do some of this with you. I got up on the ladder and started stripping some of this. Oh my God. And it's just not coming off like butter at all. It's a hot, sticky mess. And it's not even removing all of the layers of paint. Oh, I hate that I did this. I should have just hot gunned it. You know, you're trying to be lazy, trying to do things the lazy way, and I basically probably just created more work for myself. You can see where it's bubbling up. It's not even like all of the layers of paint. So now you have to excuse my camera work because I am on a ladder holding the phone with one hand, trying to get some footage while scraping. I'm doing the most right now, basically. So, I'm really bummed about this, that this didn't quite work the way that I wanted it to. So basically, I'm going to have to do another coat of the stripper, or just hot gun it. And you know, I'm gonna find a way to blame my husband for this because he's who's told me I should just do the stripper. But what I'm going to do though is I'm gonna run that down. I'm gonna run this down as much as I could get it, and then I'm gonna hot gun it so I could get it close to this. And so then this, once it's like this level, then I'll go over with the stripper and a little steel wool, because that's what I did on the pantry countertop, and it worked beautifully. I used the hot gun as much as I could to get down, and then I went over all of this icky with some paint stripper and steel wool. But anyway, so I wanted to show you this big fat disappointment, because obviously not everything is peachy when it comes to doing things yourself, especially for the first time, especially such a big endeavor like stripping down freaking threshold trim. But all right, guys, hopefully when I'm able to come back, I'll have something looking quite decent. All right.